Conor Coady could do that role.
Yes, so this was an interesting discussion we had pre-match. My honest feeling is I think that Conor Coady will still be in the Championship next season, and I don't think it will be with Leicester. The reason I think that, like, I feel a bit sorry for him. He may even have been brought to the club under somewhat false pretenses, but he's not getting into the team. But he's not getting into the team because the other players have been shown to be better than him. It doesn't even mean that he's been bad. I don't think he's been bad, but I don't think he's been as good as the other players. Today, Ben Nelson has started ahead of him. But I'd argue Ben Nelson looks a bit better than Coady, and he's younger and he's got more ceiling and room to grow and he's got more pace. So is he really needed? I think the thing is that if we go back to the first video Beyond the 90 made for this season, we were talking about pre-season and Conor Coady was the ball playing, distributing centre back and he was trying it. But every time he's been in that position, he's just not been as good as Vestergaard. And if I'm being honest, I don't think he's been as good as Fast either, because Fast has got quite good long range passing. He's really good at kind of picking the lofted passes and channeling it. So if we take all that into account, look, I'll just put it this way. I actually don't think Conor Coady is good enough for the Premier League. I think that's the reason why he came down to the Championship, if I'm being honest. The reality is he was at Wolves, who at the time were struggling against relegation. Then he went on loan to Everton, who were struggling against relegation. So neither of these two teams are particularly the top end, and neither of them wanted him. And then, okay, I'm sure he did have offers probably from like Sheffield United, Luton, and Burnley, probably. And he's come down to us. But I just feel like if those teams like really, really, really wanted him, they would have put everything out to get him, and they didn't. And I just think that says a lot about him. Like I said, I don't want this to be like, oh, what have I got against Coady or anything like that? Not at all. I just think that's what it is. It's like age, your level, what it is. Some people are, like, to be fair, a lot of people have said, oh yeah, Yannick Vestergaard is good, but he's found his level and his level is the Championship. And you may well be proven right. But yeah, I just think in this kind of system, look, I might be wrong. He might still stay in the squad. But yeah, if you ask me, your question was, do I think he will be the player in the Premier League? No, I don't. For that to be the case, he would have to be playing like Yannick. He would have to be the person who's played 34 games, has the best pass completion rate in the league, is the sofa score top ranked centre back, absolute colossus. Everyone's like his first name on the team sheet. He's not even coming off the bench. You just got to be real. He's not that guy. So, yeah, anyway, that's just talking about the thing. I think just quickly to mention as well, because near the end, Callum Doyle came on. And I think he was a bit shaky, to be honest with you. He got almost beaten for pace. Like I said to you, that the Sheffield United supporters who was on loan at last season told me that he is a very good player, but he's actually not the best defensively. And the Man City fans have also said that to me as well. And I think the more that I see him play, the more I'm starting to realize that's correct. And that's why teams are targeting him. And I think the reason why is because he is, for a young guy, he's a bit, he lacks a bit of pace, I would say. He doesn't seem like the most mobile. So I think that's something to watch out for. That's like I say, I would prefer to have JJ in the team ahead of him. It'll be interesting to see if Doyle's with us next year or not. But I think the fact that he still keeps coming on and Enzo likes him probably means he is going to be. He's also naturally left-footed, so we've got to get one naturally left-footed centre-back. But yeah, if I had to rank
one in the January as well. It was one
of
the places that I don't know if Enzo said, but there was definitely rumours from good quality sources that that's one position that we're looking for. Right-sided right-sided high eight and a left-footed centre-back.
Yeah, there's no smoke without fire either. There were two names thrown at that way. One was a guy called Lucas Beraldo who went to PSG. Why would you choose PSG over Leicester? What an idiot. The Championship's the better league than Ligue 1.
We are the PSG of the Championship.
Exactly, definitely. And I'd rather spend my time in Leicester than Paris. Actually, to be honest with you, Paris isn't even that nice, especially in where that stadium is. Yeah, that was number one. And we were also linked to a guy called Nathan Zeze, who I happen to know because I signed him in my Football Manager save, and he's actually quite good. So that must mean he's good, right? But he's another left-footed centre-back. I think he plays for Nantes at the moment. But yeah, when there's multiple names, you know something's there. And it's like, say with the number 8s, we've been linked with at least 4 or 5 of them, and we almost signed one in Sensi. So, yeah, it seems that that's probably going to be a position. But look, let's just just because we haven't even talked about the rest of the team, but just to talk about the defenders. I think JJ was our best. I think Fast was overall solid, but I'm still not sure of him in that specific position. But I think to be fair, you need to try someone in that and give them a few games before they can get there. So it could still be worth pursuing with the experiment. Also, like the way that we conceded was nothing to do with him. So, he wasn't at fault for anything. And then Ben Nelson, yeah, kind of found out a little bit about what the Championship is, but not bad. And I think it's still good to give minutes. Callum Doyle looked a bit shaky when he came on, but to be fair, he did look quite good going forward, and he won us a free kick. Could almost have been a penalty, so you can see what he brings to the team. So, but yeah, interesting to see that thing. I don't think many people would have predicted that on the lineup selection today.
No, again.